What's up with it? It's your boy Jay Dons, man. We finna get started on this next episode. I'll get my brother up in here. Give me a second. What's up? So all the fans in here, man, appreciate it. Yo,
Oh,
what's up with it, baby boy?
yes. Bro, how you doing, sir?
Man, doing great, man. It's another episode, another beautiful Sunday. I would like to welcome everybody to our third episode of Leave It on the Court. Me and my brother talk basketball, everything basketball, free agency, trades, everything. And actually, today is a special episode because we're going to try and integrate our first guest. You know what I'm saying? So, our first subject, we're going to start off in the West Coast. We're going to get at Sacramento Kings, right?
Sacramento Kings, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings had the number one offense in the history of sports per 100 possessions.
Uh-huh.
They per 100 possessions, they scored the most points ever, like on average throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
Right. No, no real big acquisitions in the off season. They drafted um, they drafted okay and getting Kobe, and uh they traded for the EuroLeague MVP actually in Sasha Kaveskov, 27
Yeah.
year
I'm going to give
old.
you Kazoo type.
Thank you. So, so as far as their ceiling, what would you give Sacramento Kings?
Uh, Thank you for the love on the shades. I see you. Check this out. They are about to be way different than they were last year because of the fact we got what is it? Tape on them now, right?
Okay.
So we see what Sabonis' weaknesses was in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? You get him in foul trouble, you put Sacramento in a lot of trouble because now they don't have their centerpiece, right? To me, I feel like he's their centerpiece because he holds down both ends of the floor. I like the Aaron Fox. I feel like I feel like he would have been a little bit different if he didn't get hurt. I feel like the injury hurt him more than he led on because a hand injury is one of the most serious hand injuries, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because especially when it's a shooting hand, right?
Right. It was a shoot, man.
Yeah. So like anything when you go up, anytime anybody hit it, anything, even if you just shoot it without nobody hitting it, it hurts. You know what I'm saying? Because of the feeling. So I understand how the playoffs went because of that. But also when you key in on him and you got Sabonis in foul trouble, they're in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Harrison Barnes has yet to step up to be the player that he was supposed to have been coming out of college. They didn't make no major moves. I see them being the ceiling on them. I probably see about 7 or 8. I think they're going to decline because a lot of teams got better in the West. You know,
Ooh.
I don't think they're a shock to anybody no more. So more teams, it's going to be prepared for them. Yes, they are missing shooters now. You know, I don't know. I think they might be in more trouble than you think. I ain't gonna say they're gonna revert to the Kings of old, but I just don't think they're gonna scare people like they did. And I don't think they scare people. They just caught a lot of people off guard. So
So, right. So, Mike Brown's
what's that? What's
I'll
that?
probably to
good now. Sorry about that.
Your uncle called.
Uh,
Mike Brown said something. He said it's easier to
mhm,
go from a bad team to a good team than a good team to a great team
mhm.
because you won't catch anybody off guard. Like you said, they have the tape on them now.
Yeah.
Sacramento, I think what it takes to go from good to great is special players. And I think De'Aaron Fox is a great player. I think the verdict is still out on Sabonis.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
I don't really think the verdict is out on him. I think Sabonis is Sabonis. I think the player that he is. I think that he just needs to get better at things. Like, you know what I mean? I think he's because he's been in the league for a while. It's not like he's just just like this 3-4 year player. Like, what is he? He's been in there. He's been at least 7 years at least, something like that. Maybe even longer, 10. I don't know. But I just know he's been in the league long enough to where he is who he's going to be. So now, if he doesn't choose to get better, now his jump shot, like he needs to get a mid-range, like game to where you're scared of it, and at least get to a higher chance of shooting threes, a better percentage. Sorry, I didn't mean to explain that wrong. I displayed that wrong. Sorry about that. A better percentage of shooting threes. He has to be more lethal. He has to be scary. He has to play that position of center to where people, because now with these centers that's in the league now, it seems to be that they're starting to get better. And you have to be a center that people are scared of now on some sort of level. And when you got Draymond Green punking you and stuff like that, that's not going to go very far for you in the league. Like, for real, for real.
I ain't gonna call him getting punked. I think toward the later games he got outplayed. I ain't gonna say he got punked. I think I still say the verdict is out because he's not that
Hold on
old.
1 second. 3 Rare 1. Thanks for joining in. We really appreciate you, even though you came in for a second. And I love you too, cousin. Thank you for coming in. But go ahead.
I don't think I think he's still young. I do see room for improvement as far as like you said, his jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
He get a jump shot, he's on the cusp of being he's on the cusp of being great. He's on the cusp of getting them to where they're trying to go, and that's getting to the championship game.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're sitting as of right now, second round, second round team. Also, Keegan Murray,
Mm-hmm.
he takes a jump. He got all the tools to become great. I think he just need more experience.
But he,
So I think they still gonna have him come off the bench behind Harrison Barnes, but dude was showing flashes of greatness in the postseasons. What you think about Keegan Murray?
I like Keegan Murray, but I think that halfway through the season, Harrison Barnes is going to lose his spot because he's so inconsistent. I think
You heard that
that
here first on Keep It on the Court, folks. Harrison Barnes gonna lose his spot. Go ahead.
yes, to Keegan Murray. I think that he is a more lethal player on the court than him because he has a more consistent shot than him. Harrison Barnes has been iffy his whole career. I don't care what anybody say. He is not this guy that everybody think he is. He's getting paid way more money than he needs to be getting paid to be the player that he is. I don't care what anybody say. He should be up at this point in his career. If he ain't been averaging 25 and 6 or something like that, then he's a bust to me. You know what I mean? I know it might be a stretch for other people, but uh, you know what I'm saying? His defense isn't all that. You know what I mean? Keegan can play a little more defense than him. I just think that Keegan has a more reliable shot. And in this league, you have to have that on the court. You have to have shooting on the court.
Gotta have shit on the court. Yeah, this game, I think that's how this game evolved. In this era, if you can't shoot, you're not going anywhere. Gotta have
Yeah.
shoot. And Harrison Barnes can be, as a
Hold
Warrior
on.
fan, can be iffy.
Okay, read that. Keisha said
All right, Sabonis
Sabonis has
better than Harrison needs to step up. He disappears in the playoffs, especially when it matters.
most definitely he does, and that's another thing. Like, and that's another thing
It's
about
just
these
it's
players too. A lot of these players get into the playoffs and then they change into different players. This is something that can't happen, man. Like, this is when you're supposed to step up and kill it for real. Like, this is where you make your mark. This is where you show people that this is why you pay me. You can't get to the playoffs and let the lights and the media and everything get to you, because there's no point in playing. To me, all that regular season stuff, oh yeah, it's cool, MVP dude, whatever. But you could be the MVP dude and then flop out in the playoffs, which we've seen them more than once. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, does it really matter? You know what I mean? To me, the most important MVP is the MVP of the finals.
I'm not going to call Harrison Barnes a bust. I just think he's a role player. That's who Harrison Barnes is. I don't think there is no stepping up for Harrison Barnes. I think he plays his role. He's a 6'8" athletic wing guy, and that's pretty strong. Once in a
Yeah.
while, he's a street.
Yeah.
So if Sacramento wants to take the next step, for me, it's Keegan Murray. He has to make that year two jump.
Yeah.
The tape is going to be out on him, unfortunately. So can you be that guy that we saw in the first round of playoffs against Golden State in the really good games? And can you do that consistently now that the tape is out on you?
Well, I mean,
You shot, just you
the
dribble, you
tape
can
on,
hit
yeah, but he
seven.
also can stand in that corner too.
He
It's
also
like, I mean, you watch all the tape you want. You just gotta stop that shot from going in.
can you stand in that corner and knock that down?
Yeah, can you stand in that corner? Because De'Aaron Fox is gonna draw everybody in.
Right.
And when
Yes.
he draw everybody in, he kick it out. If you can get that shot percentage to 40 or better, yikes. That's
Yeah.
all I can say. You know what I'm saying? But he got to do that though. He got to do that.
Oh, then this kid Sasha Venzikov. I think I got it right. Sasha
Good,
Venzikov.
good to the
Uh,
title.
6. He like I said, he was the EuroLeague MVP, 6'9", and 27 years old. He should be coming in, making an immediate impact at 27 years old. So I've seen a small bit amount of tape on him. He can be good. He can be. We'll see. I don't
Yeah,
know how he's going to get in.
yeah.
Um,
So this is a new guy, or he played last year,
there's a new guy
right?
that's new to the NBA. I say he was the
Uh,
EuroLeague MVP.
man, the game is so different in the Euro League, man. They don't play no defense, man.
And where? What you talking about? Wait a
In,
minute. Hold on.
in the Euro Leagues,
Oh yeah, you know,
they
yeah, they
don't
play.
they don't play defense,
Luka, I
man.
believe
Some teams play
Luka,
defense, but most teams across the board, they really just who gonna score the most points.
and Luka said it is way harder to score in the EuroLeague than it is in the NBA. Like way harder.
He did.
And it said, and players agree with him because they said it's a more physical game and the court is
Okay.
smaller.
Okay.
So, he putting up numbers over in EuroLeague. He shouldn't have a problem doing that in the
But
NBA
that's what
if he can get comfortable in this
I
American
don't know.
culture.
I think it might be something to do that. I think Luca be hyping himself up by saying that kind of shit. Cause I don't be
Well,
seeing no defense. When I watch EuroLeague games, I don't. Do you see defense? I don't see defense.
it's
So
it's a more physical game, definitely,
okay.
definitely, and they
I mean, I feel that. I mean, if you consider, I mean, I guess if you can get more physical with somebody, I guess that allows you to play better defense if you call foul and playing defense. So I guess.
and yeah, T-Trees, Wembanyama, same thing for real, for real.
No, now
So
I want to hear what he got to talk about. He weighed 2 pounds, so everything. Anytime somebody push him a little bit, he would be like, "That's too much defense." Like, you know what I mean? So he got to get to
I,
right. 215, 2.
Another thing, good job, Sacramento, keeping your team together. Y'all didn't really lose any like major pieces.
Yeah,
Y'all brought back.
chemistry is big.
Yeah, chemistry is huge in this league, especially for a team that plays that fast.
And
So
they
I'm
seem
looking.
like they're a real team, like they really like each other, and
Well,
don't care who's the man. Yeah, yeah. I saw
right,
somebody say, "I'm sorry, I missed who you were." That said they succeed. I like that. I like that. I
six
like that.
six seed.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the realistic. I think their ceiling is second round.
Mm-hmm.
Six, 4 seed, fourth. No, because they're young, man. Them young. So I'll um I'll give their ceiling third seed. They kind of remind me of the
Third.
I think their ceiling as far as like a third seed going into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of remind you of like that old Atlantic Hawks team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, that the
West
69
deep though,
win,
bro.
they get swept.
We got we got some people on the mission in the West, man. And like I
Fact.
said, they ain't popping up on nobody no more, man. It's gonna be some people. They got targets on their back, boy. You gotta remember that. You gotta remember that the teams that know they can whoop them gonna
Yeah.
try and whoop them, and they gonna try. They gonna have to show up. I like what you saying, but man,
I got to show up.
top three, top four, that's gonna be hard when you got a target on your back, boy. Teams like the Warriors gonna want to sweep them. Lakers gonna want to sweep them. Denver
Yeah.
gonna want to sweep them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Dallas gonna want to sweep them. Phoenix gonna want to sweep them. That's right there. That's 4 teams that can actually do it. That puts them under that level. So you know what I'm
The,
saying? I like
the,
T-Streets fourth is the max, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And they gotta be nobody get hurt. Darren Fox gotta be playing out his mind. Steph Curry gotta be hurt. Like, the
looking at
Phoenix
now,
Suns gotta be trash, like for that to happen. Like
when you think
seriously.
of the upper echelon teams in the West, like the Warriors,
Mm-hmm.
we injury prone now as far as Steph Curry, Chris
Don't
Paul.
say that. Don't say that. No bad
I'm
juju.
I'm sorry, I'm just stating facts, man. Lakers, LeBron pushing 40. Anthony Davis, I don't even need to say anything. Over in Phoenix, Kevin Durant, he ain't been too healthy. Bradley Beal,
Yeah,
even Devin
yeah,
Booker, coming off injury. Come on,
yeah.
uh, shoot,
Man,
Denver.
but all these dudes is old though.
Uh,
So this particular year NBA is about the most healthy team. Period. Point blank. At the end, because
so,
everybody that's good got 30 and up players. You know what I'm
and that's
saying?
why they can reach a third seed. They can because I think they're going to be healthy. Problem is when it gets to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But check this out. We transition to our New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh yes. And our first new segment, we are going to try to integrate some of our fans into our show. This is our number one fan because he was our first fan, so we just gonna call him that. It's our
Right.
homeboy T Street. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, man. Let me invite my boy.
What's up? With the New Orleans Pelicans. Um,
This is called. This segment is going to be called "A Minute of Your Time."
for the New Orleans Pelicans, we got not big, not such a big letdown. I think they resigned most of their roster.
Okay, let's see what T Street's got to say. Yeah, I was looking at their roster too.
They lost. I thought they lost one key piece off the bench.
There we go.
T
Welcome to
Street.
these streets, man. Appreciate you dropping in, dog. We gotta get you right up in here. We'll find you a spot.
Yeah, dude got that dial-up service. He getting a circle of death right now. Ooh, ooh, oh,
uh,
where he
oh
go?
no. Let's try. We're gonna try one more time, man. We're gonna try and see what happens. Come on, T.
All right.
Let's get you in here, dog.
Hey, yeah, and shout out to BBN.
But
Yeah, Phoenix did just pick up Old Bowl. I think that's a nice signing.
yeah, let me see. Well, when we get it to, there we go.
All right.
You good?
Yo,
Yo.
What's up, T? Man, we're getting the back of the next hand. What's up with that? Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and get into the Orleans Pelicans. Didn't really lose any major pieces. They'll have a chance to build chemistry this year, some more on top of what they had. So they kept they core together, and Brandon Ingram and Zion and CJ McCollum. They even got Jonas Valanciunas, bringing him back. Larry Nance, Bear Jones, and and Trey Murphy. How could I forget Trey Murphy? Um, Stating that roster, what's their ceiling?
The roster sounds nice, but if Zion isn't healthy, it doesn't matter. Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna hold on, people. We're gonna try T Streets one more time, you guys. Sorry about this. Let's try and see.
That man says Zion need to leave the strippers alone. Oh, God.
Yeah, I was gonna say if he can get his face off some butt, he'll be all right.
Come
He over there
on, man.
trying. I'm sorry. He trying to. He over there trying to be the new Ron Jeremy and stuff. So if he can just stop doing that and eat healthy, he needs to get to a weight that where it won't cause him so many injuries. You know what I mean? And he got to find out whatever his catch weight is. Just simple as that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can sit up here and talk all this stuff about how great he is and everything, but it's this right here. If this ain't right, so none of that stuff come to play. We see what he is when he get on court. We see what he can do when he's playing basketball. It seems like I really think that he's like his mind is somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? His mind ain't on where it needs to be on. He done got paid, and now he like, I'm here. I ain't got to do nothing else. You know, you feel me? Now I can just do this. And I think he ain't got set in his ways. I don't think that he's pushing for that goal, having that Kobe drive, that wake up in the morning, eat, sleep, you know, drink basketball. You know what I mean? And the thing, and then the point is, and I want to say this before you jump in right quick. Zion, if you ever see this Playboy, the females come with the money, dog. They'll be there. You're 22. You got time for that. Be great. All that stuff will come later, dog. Because I promise you, it'll be greater later. You think you're doing something now? You ain't doing nothing yet. When you the man, you ain't paying for nothing. Just some insight. You feel me? Go back to that.
So I was listening to Zion speak on Gilbert Arenas' show, and what was alarming to me was at the beginning of the episode, you know, Gil and his cast came out straight up asking about his eating, and about
yo.
Here we go.
oh,
Hey, we will tap in how we had to tap in, bro. This was good,
Yeah.
family.
Test it
Hey,
out. What's that at?
what
Okay.
it
he
is,
must have
man.
heard me talking
So
about
before we keep
God.
going, T Streets, welcome to the
Oh,
show. It's been a pleasure
man.
having you the last couple of episodes, dog. For real, for real.
Blessings, family, man.
You know what
Leaving
I'm
on the
saying?
court, man, it's a great platform, man. Y'all boys is doing great things. Real basketball conversation,
Appreciate
in
it.
and out, bro. Like we will pump the platform, bro. Cause like I said, I appreciate it, man. But I like just watching the live, man. Like I said, cause every team get touched on and it's honest, no
Yeah,
bias.
for
See,
sure, for sure, for sure.
see, hold on, man. Let me tell them. They talking about your boy Zion right now, man.
Look.
Help, man.
Look, man, we all
Nah,
done been there, bro. We all done been kids, man. So he's
yeah,
young, he got a lot of money, he's
uh-huh,
growing into his stuff, but I'm glad they put the clause in his contract about the weight clause that he has to keep his weight
yes,
down. He do look a little leaner. I
yeah,
saw him recently look a little leaner,
uh,
but I'm worried about his mentals. I'm worried about, like Marshawn say, man, keep your chickens in order, man. And he lets chickens get way out of order, So I
goddamn
hope it don't
right.
affect the team, man,
Yeah,
in the whole. But you're looking at the team in the whole, bro, like I say, David Griffin did his job. He gave
yeah,
them a team. Now they make a big, splashes off season. They ain't make no real big moves. Bi have to take that next step. We have to see that next step out of him to make sure the team is solid. He has to be the true star. They need a point guard. I don't know how Jordan Hawkins is gonna work out. I don't know if he's gonna play the two and he's just a shooter or what, but they need a point guard, man. Like Jose Alvarez, Alvarado, if he have to start,
yeah,
they're in trouble. If you have to
yeah,
start, they're in trouble. They don't
So,
have no
yeah,
depth. I mean, you can't put
yeah,
CJ at that one is not consistent for me, man.
so
yeah.
wait a
CJ,
minute.
because
Wait a minute.
CJ is not a one though. That's the problem. He's a
So
That's
real
y'all
it.
really
decent two. I like Alvarado, but his size is a
I mean,
liability on defense. Unless he
and
doing
him
that
coming
little
off,
sneaky peek, that little
yeah,
sneaky pick out the cuts,
okay?
he's kind of like a
yeah.
little liability. And he like a little baby Draymond, a little bit too much of a distraction at times. You know what I
He,
mean?
he
So,
he's good for his role, but if he has to become your starter, your
mm-hmm.
team is out of whack. Your
Yeah.
team is complete. You don't have no depth. Herb Jones have to make a big leap forward this year defensively and
Yes.
play strong.
Yes.
They they,
Yes.
they lost Jackson Hayes and they lost Garrett Temple. There's long defenders, man. There's
Yeah.
long wing defenders, long bottom defenders. So I mean, they still got to find, in my opinion, a point guard and a big man. If they can do that, they'll be primed to make a good run. I mean, they're
Yeah.
max to me in this year. I think honestly, looking at them, is probably around Sacramento, that fourth, fifth seed. If they play well,
Uh-huh.
all injuries, everything off the court, hold serve,
Ooh, you
maybe
like
second
that
round,
team.
maybe
You got
second round,
belief, boy.
maybe
You
second
got
round.
some belief.
But I think with everything off the court going on, constructive, if they go into the season as built and have to make moves, it's gonna be
Yeah.
hard to get that chemistry. Jonas Valanciunas, I think, is the only one that got a movable contract because it's his last, year of the team. So they might can move that big man. You can't really move the big that you need.
Yeah.
So
But
everybody else,
if he plays like he's supposed to get that next contract, that could be dangerous for people. If he plays for
yeah,
his next
yeah.
contract, like I'm here to get paid and get this
And
next
you're
one,
right.
you know what I'm
You're
saying?
right, bro.
But once again, it goes back to health. People have to be healthy. Zion most definitely has to be healthy. To me, he's Larry Johnson 2.0. You feel me?
But
He's built.
see, I'm so worried now because it's not just healthy with Zion anymore. Zion
Yeah,
haven't played a complete season. It's
yeah,
mental now. It's Ben
yeah,
Simmons
for
almost.
sure, for sure.
It's
Yeah,
mental.
mental
So we
health.
about to
You
see what he
smart on
do.
that too. That's total health. Healthy in his
He'll
mind,
be
healthy in
a
his
first
body.
time father, all that stuff. It's gonna be a heavy season for Zion, man. He can either own it and go forward strong, or dude gonna be lost.
Hey
Yeah,
man, that sounds so out of pocket. I'm just gonna leave that alone though. But go ahead, bro.
I got
Oh
two.
well, yeah, might be a first time, 2 time father. Damn.
Wait, stop. Cut it out. Stop it. I got two things.
Okay.
I got
Okay.
two
Go
things.
ahead.
First thing is on the Gilbert Arenas show, he was talking about how young he was and how much money he had and how he had like this invincibility cloak, and that's why he's in the situation he is in now. And he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about changing the people around him after speaking to LeBron James. He's like, LeBron James got the blueprint. If it's just up to me to follow it now.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about his diet and and what that takes and what that entails. So I need to know about the New Orleans food, T Streets is the first thing, and why you can stay away from it. And the second thing is we was just talking about bigs. How you feel about them losing Jackson Hayes to the Lakers?
First about the food and New Orleans, man. You can't win. There's no way. But you gonna lose. You gonna lose to New Orleans and food every time. Every time.
We can gain 10 pounds, and I don't never gain weight. Like for real.
But that's the point that people don't get when LeBron says he spent $1 million on his body, or somebody like Jordan was spending $500,000 on his body back in his days because it was a dietitian, it was the chef, it was somebody to keep you in order to when you did eat off schedule, it wasn't as bad because you were kind of already, in whole, and then you got to put in the training work. With him being injured, he couldn't train as much as he needed to, so the food just sat on him. He's sitting up, laid up. Well, we know the activities he was doing, but he was just laid up most of the time, man, chilling at the crib. And you're sitting on close to $200 million, so you're gonna eat what you want and chill. So I think getting that under control, man, that being in his contract is huge. Like I say, I think you're right, my brother. That whole team has something to play for. Valanciunas has something to play for. BI has the 15% increase. I mean, he has to be all NBA. Like CJ is at the end where he's at. Like, so they motivated. It's just, and Willie Green's a hell of a coach. The coaching staff is good. So I mean, like I say, David Griffin did his job. It's just, can the players come together and do theirs? I'm not, knock on wood, I'm not sure, but the West going to be tough. Going down to Jackson Hayes, go ahead.
No, David Griffin is one of them type of people when he sees holes in the team down the line of the season, he fixed that. So, that comes into play too. Trade deadline and stuff like that. If it's some holes, he's a good GM to fix those holes. So that's big.
He kind of handcuffed right now going into the season because, like I said, Valanciunas is your only big, but that's the only tradable piece really that you kind of have. And then the draft picks are terrible. The draft picks are Milwaukee's and the Lakers. I mean, you ain't about to get nothing with that unless something tragic happens,
But
so you need to do better with your draft picks.
Find a way though. Certain GMs,
I mean, like I said, we have a lot of picks. It's just not good picks. It's trash picks, kind of. That whole Anthony Davis deal. We got players which got trash picks, man. But losing Jackson Hayes is huge, man. Like people gonna see that somewhere midway the season around that play-in, the in-season tournament style. They gonna see it around that time, bro, because he's energetic. The dude is pure energy, bro. Him and JaVale McGee, bro, they're probably the two most athletic bigs in the league right now. Boys touching the top of the backboard. And Giannis Valanciunas needs something like that behind him. So I don't know. Like I was looking at the roster, Larry Nance, maybe if he take a step, maybe if he play more consistent minutes, Mike can help him. But other than that, you don't have a big outside Zion and Larry Nance.
Oh,
Like Valanciunas get in trouble, you got to go small.
Yeah, that's real. Well, T-Sweets, man.
Real quick.
It's been a pleasure talking to you. Go ahead,
man.
Bro.
Real quick. Before you go, I got Moon says Zion mental is different from Ben Simmons because Zion shows everyone that he can play whenever he wants to. My rebuttal to that is, where was he in the playoffs after the doctors cleared him from injury? I don't know.
Yeah. If he had that passion, that dog in him, he was coming back no matter. He's too young to be trying to pull the Kawhi and everybody straight right now. You got to be a bull right now in your career, man. You got to be a bull if you want to have a full career.
Tell him, T.
Tell him.
But straight up, man, this has been my pleasure, bro. I appreciate it, man, bro. Y'all got a platform, bro. Like I said, I'm planning on plugging in and tapping in on more topics as we go forward, man. But like I say, these Pelicans, man, we gonna see what they do. Hopefully, they make more moves. If not,
we gonna be on you too. We gonna be on you.
I'm right here, bro. I'm not gonna run. I don't run from nothing, man. I don't run from nothing. Y'all, we gotta hook up, my brother. I'm gonna come link up out there when I'm in the city, man.
I appreciate we appreciate you joining the show, man. We will have you up again, man. You did your thing, man. For real, you set the standards. So all you other people that want to come up here, be ready, man. T-Streets and set the standard for y'all. For real.
We here, man. I'm gonna be back down in the comments, family. Y'all be good, man. Blessings to y'all and your families.
For sure, man.
Blessings.
All right.
So the moment we all been waiting.
Yeah.
We about to kick your ass.
Crazy.
My team about to kick your ass. So throughout this week, we got an idea from the cousin. He said y'all should put together your all-time starting five and see who had the better team. We even let our viewers vote on it. And I posted it on on our social media, and he posted on his, and we're gonna put up a voting bar on who had the better team. But we took it a step further. We put 2 reserve players, 2 bench players. So I'm gonna name out your team, and then I'm gonna call out mine. Okay.
Okay.
So for you,
Yes.
your starting point guard. We also did this by years.
Yes.
We also
Years.
did this by years,
Yeah.
right? So for instance, my man didn't choose any Michael Jordan. He chose 92 Michael Jordan, second championship Jordan. The shoulder shrug of Michael
The
Jordan.
shoulder shrug. You know what I'm saying?
What, 6 3-pointers a game 4?
Yes.
He was getting
Just because he wanted to. Just because y'all told him he couldn't. Just remember
whatever.
that part.
He also
Remember that part.
6 games. So check this out. As a starting point guard, he got Chris Paul from the New Orleans Hornets. Okay. Starting at shooting guard, he got Mike Jordan, 92 Mike Jordan. Okay.
I already said him. Okay, we said small forward.
Small forward. He actually got Finals MVP Kawhi Leonard. Okay. At number 4, he got Finals MVP Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
That sounds scary, right? And then at the 5 position, he got the Diesel, the Mr. Super himself.
They're pointing at the crowd. Sir. Let's go.
The point at Cole, Shaquille O'Neal.
Over for Portland.
All right. And then on his bench, as his reserve, he got Flash, Mr. Flash, Dwayne Wade.
Finals MVP, Miami D Wade. Yeah, the most scariest dude in the finals at that time, dog. Let's go.
And then as his last position, he got MVP, Minnesota Timberwolves, Kevin Garnett. Mr. Anything.
I had to do that for my big cousin V. Let's go.
I already knew what you was doing. Right when we talked about it, but whatever. So just to recap, that's Hornets Chris Paul, that's 92 Jordan, that's Finals MVP Kawhi, Finals MVP Tim Duncan, Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade, and Kevin Garnett.
Yes, sir.
Big ticket. And then, so for my team, the best team, I got at starting at point guard, I got no other than Steph. Actually, no. Wait, almost messed up.
You switching it?
No, I'm not switching it.
Okay.
But starting at point guard, I got 16 LeBron James. That's my point.
Start him at point guard.
Starting him at point guard. I'm letting him bring the ball up court.
You are something else. You are
straight up. Now, at 16, at the shooting guard, I got Steph Curry. Floating around that wing.
Okay, I can still integrate there. Okay, I got you.
It's the 403. 403 pointers made. Okay, at small forward, I got Mr. Kobe Bryant. Miss you, dog.
You got Kobe at small?
I got Kobe at small. Okay. All right.
I got Kawhi.
And at 4, at the power forward, I got Mr. 50-piece himself, Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's the Greek freak.
It's soon tight.
Right, again. And at the 5 position, I got Mr. MVP 2023 season MVP Joel Embiid.
Yeah, T-Streets. You see how he's trying to do me, T-Streets? He didn't want to just go regular position because he know it's murder. because you know it's murder. If he go position,
Hey,
point guard for point guard, shooting guard for shooting
hold on.
guard, small forward for small forward, he's a dead man.
Hold
He
on.
knows it.
When you got a player that has literally been listed at all 5 positions, use them
I
that
don't
way.
want to hear that. You're
Now,
using semantics right now.
can I, can I,
You're talking to the wrong one.
can I, can I,
You, you,
can I, can I talk about my reserves real quick?
go
Can,
ahead. Go
can I
ahead.
get into my reserves?
Go ahead.
Because
You didn't even finish
I'm
your
about to hit
center
him over
yet.
the head with the
Who's your
reserves.
center? Who's your center and your power forward?
My reserves is another player that has been listed at all 5 positions, and that's Mr. Showtime, Magic Johnson.
Okay. Okay. I like
Greatest adult
that
name
pick.
ever. Okay.
I'll
Um,
put it full court press him with KG and Kawhi. I'll put a Scottie
and
Pippen in
then
his ass. Let's go.
and then I got Mr. Sniper, Mr. Slim Reaper himself, Mr. Uh uh
No heart.
17, 18 finals MVP, Mr. Kevin Durant, the
No,
7-foot shooter.
no heart himself. Go ahead.
So, as a recap, I got Bron, Steph, Kobe, Giannis, Embiid, and then I got Durant and Magic Johnson coming off my bench. What's up?
So
What's up?
I'm gonna let you know right now. Defensively, you're fudged. Just period.
Fun?
Yeah. Because one thing, every player I have on my team is a defensive first team to third team player. Period.
Okay.
I have a Kawhi Leonard in that particular year that shut LeBron down. It was the year after they lost to that Ray Allen shot. And the Spurs came back and told Miami, we will see you in the finals and we're going to win. Before the season started, not only did they go, they did it. And they beat the fucking brakes off them. Excuse my language. Now, we go to 92 Jordan. 92 Jordan, this is when he figured it out. This is when, after he beat Magic, one of his idols, this is 92. Oh, now I'm just making a point, Jordan. Oh, you say I can't do that? Well, I'm finna do that. You say I can't do this? Well, I'm finna do that. You say I can't shoot threes? I'm gonna shoot 6 in the most important part of the season. Period. Then we got Chris Paul. Chris Paul was a maniac those 2 seasons in New Orleans. Man, he was literally the best point guard in the game at that particular time. Those 2 seasons, I don't care what anybody say. He was in number 1 or 2 in assists. He was like 19, 20 a game. You know what I'm saying? He was like lightning on the court. Then I got Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamental himself, probably one of the top 5 defensive big men ever. Not even a problem. He is. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Rebound. Yeah, them hands is just give me that. It's like glue. It's like magnets. You know what I'm saying? You're not really scoring on them like that. Then he capped that bank shot. You know what I'm saying? I had probably some of the best mid-range players ever to walk the arrow. Period. You know what I'm saying? Then I got Shaq, 34, 16. What?
Okay.
Ain't nobody on your team stopping him. Embiid, you ain't got, and you can't even stop. See, my team is rotatable. I can take Shaq out, move Tim to center, and put KG at power forward, and you still are locked down on defense. You feel me? Then I got the flash. He literally ripped through that playoffs that year, dog. Like literally, he had a couple of 40-point games. He averaged like 30 or something crazy in the finals. You know what I'm saying? The man, he's literally the best shooting guard, shooting guard ever. Period.
Okay. All right.
His defense is up there. Then who was it? Was that it?
Yeah, that was
I have one more. That's the whole squad.
You said something, KG. Yeah, Mr. Big Ticket. Okay.
Yeah, and then KG. I don't even have to speak on that particular year. Kevin Garnett. Once again, the best basketball player in the game at that time. And I'm talking about that year. We ain't gonna say at that time. We talking about Kobe was playing, Tim Duncan was playing, Shaq was playing. He was the best player in the league that year. Period.
So I set you up for the okie doke. I ain't gonna lie, man.
I got okie doke. Nobody. You ain't got no defenders.
I gotta reveal why I let you have Shaq, and you didn't even catch it.
No,
the reason why
you think that this Embiid dude is Elijah Wan, and he's really not. But go ahead.
The reason
he's
why.
Really not.
So this is a game we playing, right? You think Embiid and Shaq just about to go head up all game and the best man win? Nah, that's why this game has evolved. You know, my team shooting, your team they all right. They can shoot.
You got to get to your shot with my team. You're not getting to your shot. You talk about Michael Jordan and Kawhi Leonard on the same court. You got to get to your shot. So you got to get to your shot.
I'll let you talk. It's on me.
All right, go ahead.
I'll let you have Shaq because Shaq gonna take himself out the game. God damn it! You got him starting. All we're gonna do is hack a Shaq. He's gonna miss all his moves, and then on the other end, we're gonna put him in a pick and roll all fucking game. And you know what we're gonna put him in a pick and roll with? We're gonna put him in a pick and roll with Steph Curry. You talking about barbecue chicken? We're gonna bring his fat ass out on that perimeter. We're gonna torch him. We're gonna make your coach. Oh, by the way, Moon asked who our coaches was.
All you need to know is I'm running the triangle. That's all you need to know.
So
you need to know.
He going to
Once Michael Jordan's on the court, we running the triangle. Deadbeat. Barbecue.
Every time they throw it in to freaking Shaq, we
double team.
Shaq make him
pass around the double team.
And we busting 3 points. Okay, so he actually had AI. I was going to get Klay Thompson,
and I was going to take Elijah Wan for instead of Shaq.
But forget Barkley. I don't care about Barkley.
Because the reason why I put Shaq because he keeps saying this under screen stuff like the people that's guarding these people aren't able of getting over these screens. We're talking about Chris Paul. He was like top 3. He was like maybe even led the league in steals or something or close to it. Like and he's known to give Steph Curry problems on defense. Period. You know what I'm saying? You got to see the thing is you're not getting to your pick and roll with my team. Jordan's going to figure it out. He's going to say, okay, they're running high screen. Then they're going to push your defense back just like the Pistons did that Lakers team when they thought they can do that shit to them with Ben Wallace. All they did was 94 feet they ass. And that's what I'm going to do. Magic is going to have to dribble with his back to the basket all the way up the court. Steph don't like to bring the ball. Steph don't like to bring the ball up. And you know that particular Chris Paul is guarding you 94 feet. He does not like to bring up the ball against people who guard him full court. Steph does not like doing that. Period. He takes 2 dribbles and gives it up and then gets it back. That's a fact. And so the thing is he gonna get it back with that Chris Paul? That's the crazy part.
That's not a fact. That's not a fact because it's just that's how we run our offense through Draymond. So what ended up happening is if you want to pick up 94 feet, right? First of all, LeBron is the one bringing the ball to the court. I said he's the point guard.
But and you got Kawhi on him.
You got to back Kawhi all the way down up the court. Fine, okay. Or even if let's say Steph does bring the ball off the court. All we doing is high pick and roll with LeBron James. That's the best pick and roll guy.
You have one shooter on your court. Everybody on my team can shoot whenever they feel like shooting. Everybody on my team. Seriously. If Jordan wants to, this Jordan, if he wants to shoot threes, he can shoot threes. Kawhi is not a terrible 3-point shooter. You know what I'm saying?
To Jordan from the 3-point line was 34%. My bad.
That's because he didn't take threes. But if you challenge him and you make it a 3-point game, he can step up to it. That's the reason why I I picked that specific Jordan, because he proved that he can do it. Man, I don't care what anybody say. Throughout history with him, whatever you told him he could not do, he's done it. It's only maybe 2 or 3 players in the NBA history who's done that. Like, you say, I can't do that. I can't. He's led the league in assists. He led the league in steals. He shot threes when he wants to. Whenever you told Jordan I can't do it, he's done it. You got the most I got the most determined basketball player ever on my team.
Yeah, with people like Giannis guarding them though, or Kobe Bryant.
But when you build a wall against Giannis, and I got a wall.
This is redeemed team Kobe Bryant, and as a matter of fact, Kobe shot 37% from the three.
He's not more wet than that Michael Jordan, bro. That Michael Jordan was killing everybody that year. Did you check it?
Oh, I checked it. Hey, he was a problem. It was a problem.
Kobe wasn't averaging what Mike was averaging that year.
No, he wasn't. Not as far as points, but Jordan got that all off the mid-range. The game has evolved since then.
No, man, what you mean the game is shooting, though?
That's actually, for the most part in today's standards, it's actually a dumb shot. So
wait a minute. The team that won the championship didn't win by 3-point shooting.
Say that again?
Denver didn't win by 3-point shooting. They had a few games where they shot good 3 points, but that wasn't their main thing. Their main thing was moving around, getting people to the hole and stuff like that. Most of your players have to get to the basket. All of my players are built to stop that.
So Steph 40%, Kobe 37%.
He the only one. I got to worry about.
And B was 35% from the 3-point line. Then I got Kevin Durant, another 40% off the bench. And then
he's not going to shoot that on that team. You got to think. You got Kobe. Kobe is the most, I think, is he one of the, he's not that efficient. He shoots a lot. He shoots more. And that Kobe was hogging. He had a lot of bad shots. He shoots a lot of bad shots. He shoots more bad shots than Jordan does. True.
I'll give you that.
So
True.
You got Kobe, who got Jordan on him, who's out there to try to prove a point. And Jordan is laughing at niggas. Like, come on, bro. Let's be realistic, bro. This Michael Jordan is laughing at dudes now. He done won his first ring. Everybody's a joke at this point. He goes on to win the next 2 and quit because he was bored. I had nothing else to do. I'm tired of whooping you fools.
The crazy
come on, man.
The crazy thing is, the Shaq that you picked, he's going to be mad at Jordan for shooting that many shots.
No.
So is Shaq mad, then you got Chris Paul mad because Jordan won't give up the goddamn ball.
No, see, that's not true. Jordan, see, the way the offense is run, I ain't got no selfish players outside of Shaq. Jordan played. Did you remember the year Jordan played with Shaq in the All-Star game? Jordan was doing this all game. Go ahead, big man. All game. Go ahead, man. He ain't never had that before. You don't think Jordan's gonna pass that, and then if he don't make it gets Shaq get double team.
I just told you,
the best perimeter shooters in the league.
We ain't double teaming shit.
And Tim Duncan. Ain't nobody stopping the bank shot. Ain't nobody stopping KG.
And look, Tim Duncan ain't keeping up with Giannis. Giannis about to be like,
he ain't got to guard him. See, the thing is, he ain't got to guard him. He ain't got to guard him because, like I say, I can rotate. Shaq ain't playing the whole game. I can bump Tim Duncan up to center and put Kawhi, Kevin Garnett, and Tim Duncan. He's not going to do that against them. Once again, we've seen Giannis, when you build a wall against Giannis, he's a different player. His shot ain't consistent enough. His free throw ain't consistent enough. You know,
you crazy.
You want to talk about Hack-a-Shack? We putting Giannis in foul trouble too.
Listen to me. You would be out your rabbit ass mind to try to build a wall against Giannis with Steph on the court and then Kobe on the other wing, and Kevin Durant on the other wing.
With either D Wade or Chris Paul or Jordan out there guarding them? Are you crazy? You're not getting that off. What are you talking about?
How would you build a wall without double and triple teaming Giannis?
You ain't got to triple team them. You just got to get back down there first. Defense, that's Kevin Garnett's calling card. That's Tim Duncan calling card. They're going to get back on defense, bro. They're going to get back on defense. Everybody on my team is going to get back on defense. Everybody plays defense first on my team. Even Mike.
KG is a beast on defense.
Tim Duncan's a beast on defense. On the weakest person on defense is Shaq, and he's still averaging 2 or 3 blocks a game.
Shaq gonna have to catch his breath first of all.
That's what I mean, though. He's the only weak link on defense. Everybody else is devastating on defense. Not just okay, not just kind of okay. I'm talking about really, really good. Really good on defense. And we saw Kawhi and what he did to a prime LeBron, bro. He made him look stupid, bro. He made him look stupid.
In a close game, Team Yan. Most likely to win by blowout, Team J. Biggest ifs. If Steph get hot, it's over. If Jordan, D-Wade, Kawhi focus full court all game, pressure on the guards, it's over. I don't know. People think that
He said he gonna take your team in the series. I feel you. Like I say, once again, we talk about Michael Jordan. He's never lost a series. Period.
The Chicago Bulls never lost.
No, Michael Jordan.
Chicago
Bulls. If you put Michael Jordan on that team, you're getting swept. Sorry.
And then we forget which LeBron James is this. This is the LeBron James that led in all statistical categories. This is Mr. Average 35, 12, and 11. 35, 12, and 11.
Yeah.
And he led everybody in blocks and everybody in steals. And you think just this Jordan going this old?
Yes, I do. I think Steph Curry's gonna hit 3. I think Steph Curry's gonna hit 6 3-pointers. I think Steph Curry's gonna hit 6 3-pointers. Michael Jordan's gonna hit 7 just because because Steph hit 6 because he pissed him off. Yes.
Because you smart. Because you acting like Mr. All Defensive Kobe Bryant that's not guarding Michael Jordan at this time. So you just think it's going to be some sort of.
98 Kobe was in his third year. And 98 Kobe was in his third year, and Mike smoked his boots. What are you talking about?
Come on, man. I know you're not talking about Kobe's second year versus Jordan. Come on, man. And then his 12th season. Come on, man.
Man, this is fucking 36 years old, bro.
This is old.
Kobe was averaging 17 off the bench or something like that.
And then you keep getting this narrative that LeBron ain't a killer. Did y'all know that LeBron's the most clutch player of all time? Like statistically, it's the most clutch player of all time.
Yeah. But we know he ain't got no heart when he meet a real dog. We know that too. We seen him quit.
This is 2016 LeBron James. Stop fucking him up. I just said he led every statistical category. Not just on his team, but on the other team too, LeBron James.
Okay.
35, 13, and 11, LeBron James.
Yeah. And we talking about Kawhi Leonard, the claw. The year the claw was invented. Guarding him. And then right next to him, he got Michael Jordan, the most lethal player ever. Guard next to him. He's not finna average a triple-double on that team. He's not, bro. He's not. His jump shot ain't good enough. His back down not good enough. He's gonna have to play both ways. He's gonna be tired because he got people that can go both ways and hit you for 40 or 50. Every single person on my team can hit you for 50. Every single person. Every single person. And they can hit you from anywhere from 50. Even Chris Paul didn't have 40-point and 30-point games in those years. Everybody on my team can hit you for 50. Even KG and D-Wade. They all can hit you for 50 at any moment. So you mean to tell me you're going to defend and get a triple-double? Stop it.
So I'm talking about the same dude that, again, led not only his team, but the other team in steals and blocks, too. So
but he
he was
wasn't
playing,
playing.
he playing fast off.
But
And then,
but once again, we're talking about the teams that we're playing against. He was playing against a team with 2 or 3 players that he didn't have to guard.
and then this was the 16 Warriors. That was Steph, Clay, Durant, Draymond, and I forgot who was starting at the 5. I think it was it wasn't Loon. It was
Did he win the championship?
No, he didn't win
No.
the championship.
Okay,
But
now ask me a question. Ask me, has Michael Jordan ever lost the championship?
So the Chicago Bulls never lost, but the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't win that championship. It wasn't LeBron. See, that's
you gotta pick a year where they actually did. Every person I picked,
y'all never believe that LeBron lost. No, Cleveland.
Every person that I picked won except for Chris Paul. Every single person I picked won their championship that year. By far. No, it wasn't close. It wasn't a series. Y'all got your ass flipped, including your boy you're talking about right now.
So the crazy
thing is, about to be guarding him.
The crazy thing is, what's so funny is I keep talking about 16 LeBron, and you saying he got his ass whooped. The Cleveland Cavaliers got their ass whooped. He led all.
We talk about the individual players on our team, though. He's part of that team.
You keep saying that he got his ass whooped. It's hard for me to say he got his ass whooped if he led every single statistical category.
But he did all that and still lost, John. That's a dead argument. If he won that, like I say,
would that make you say the other team was just better? The team was better, not he was weak, but the team was better.
But we're talking about in this instance, your team against my team.
Right.
You don't want to pick. You don't want to pick a dude that lost. You want to pick the people that won. Everybody on my team besides Chris Paul won that year, and they were the main reason. He did all that. He did all that and lost.
He did all that in Cleveland lost. Yes.
I'm saying though. So I'm saying those to me, those are dead stats. Those are dead stats. Because if you can do all that and still lose, what did you really do? Because at the end, nobody remembers that year because he lost that year. You know who they remember? Steph Curry. They remember the Warriors. They don't remember him doing all that because he lost, dog. Jordan
Actually, no.
Lost.
Actually, that was the year Cleveland won. Not think about it. That was the year they came from behind 3-1 and Cleveland won. That was 16.
Now, and then the next year, LeBron, then we talking about a different story.
The next year we went out and got Kevin Durant and we came back because that was the year that him and Kyrie was going bananas.
I just like I said, with you switching up the lineup, that's the only thing that you might have as a saving grace because we have one mismatch. But I can solve that mismatch.
Yeah,
because because I can interchange just as good defensive player as a player I'm taking out.
Right.
You have players that don't. You have a couple of players that don't play big defense. And for real, Durant plays above average defense. That's not going to be enough for whoever he's guarding on my team. Period. Whatever forward he got to guard on my team, above average ain't gonna cut
it. So with Durant, even though he's going to have a hard time guarding whoever, whether it's Tim Duncan or KG, he's also going to give you an efficient 30 with Steph Curry also giving you 30. So you got Jordan, right? That's probably one of the most, almost the most explosive offensive player ever. But you got two other guys in Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. That's crazy.
But Kawhi can go off. Kawhi
Kawhi
can go off.
can, but he's not as likely to go off as Steph Curry and
Shaq
Kevin
is
Durant.
34 and 16 guaranteed. He's going to
Shaq about
get.
to get.
Shaq is going to get paid. Shaq, before you foul him out, but by the time he got his fifth foul, he already got 30 and 12 for sure.
So,
For sure.
and what's crazy? Olajuwon was giving Shaq problems. That's the dude he feared.
But that's not
you got a dude that's 50 pounds heavier that can move just as well as Olajuwon and shoot better than Olajuwon. And you don't give him issues at all, period.
Not on defense. That's barbecue chicken on defense.
Not on defense, but on offense.
Offense, yeah, it's going to give I will give you this. Shaq, worst players, it's always been perimeter shooting big men. That's always been his Achilles heel. I give you that. But guess what?
What's up?
We switching. I'm putting Tim Duncan on that nigga.
And then what's going to happen is I'm going to have him
beat. Stand in the corner. Everybody got it. He can't. You know what I'm saying? One of them niggas got to stand in the corner.
And what's going to happen is I'm going to make him start setting screens for Steph Curry.
Okay, that's right. Once again, anybody that's guarding him can step over that screen. They can get to that screen. Everybody on my team is number one top defensive players. And defense wins championships, bro. You know that.
We do know that. But you saying that, but Kawhi was trying to guard Steph Curry by getting over them goddamn screens, and he just couldn't, bro.
But he's not, but Chris Paul can. That Chris Paul can.
He can.
And he might poke it out from behind. He might poke it out from the screen.
He might. But
you know
look,
because he was definitely top 5 in what time is we running over?
Yeah.
What time is
it? We running over.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it's another conversation. If y'all like this conversation and y'all want us to bring it back, please let us know, man. You know what I'm saying? We might even make a whole new team because we love doing this for real. Man, we just left it on the court for real. This is Jay Dimes.
And this is Giannis.
Man, it's been a pleasure to talking, and thanks for everybody. I'm sorry we couldn't get to more of the messages, but when we talk like this, it's just be like, this is just be me and him. It'd be on.
Because he be wrong.
But we appreciate all the comments and all the love that y'all showed. T Streets, you the man, dog.
You the man.
For joining the episodes, man, for real. Until next time, man, like I said, we just left it on the court. Holla.
Peace.